In this video we're gonna talk about why Groupon failed in China and South Korea. Before a company enters a foreign market, it is very important for this company to know the new environment they're gonna go into. And a lot of companies are struggling with this. Big companies like Walmart or Whirlpool had to bring back their foreign operations because they didn't know the market they were operating in well enough. Those companies did not care about the foreign cultures they were operating in and what the market was telling them. Let's see how well we know our target market. Where are China and South Korea located on this map? How did Groupon approach China and South Korea? When Groupon first entered China, they did so as a joint venture in 2011. A joint venture is a commercial enterprise undertaken jointly by two or more parties that otherwise retain their distinct identities. So basically it is a partnership between two companies. Groupon and their joint venture partner Tencent came up with a new company called Gaopeng. By the way, when did Groupon enter the Chinese market again? One major problem Groupon had with the joint venture with Tencent was that Groupon wasn't a priority of Tencent. Within their first year, Groupon closed 13 of their joint venture branches and fired 100 Chinese employees. Even the Chinese vice president of Groupon resigned after only 1 year. Groupon had a rough start in China, and their slow market entry did not help their situation. By the time Groupon was ready to launch their website, there were already hundreds of Chinese websites that copied Groupon's business idea. Groupon launched their official website in China, Gaopeng, and after a couple of hours it was taken down by the Chinese government since they did not have a valid license yet. In the beginning, Gaopeng had many frauds and a lack of market supervision, which caused the public to question their credibility. Groupon China also brought in a lot of expatriate managers. Expatriate managers are essentially foreign managers that are brought into a foreign market. There are many disadvantages in having a foreign manager. Foreign managers do not know the market as well as the local managers do. They are not as well connected as the local managers. They are also way more likely to fail. 2 in 5 managers fail. And lastly, they do not know the regulations as well. Can you remember how many employees Groupon fired in China in their first year? Then Gaopeng tried to hire talented people from their competition, just like they did when they entered the European market. Since Groupon recruited many talented people from its competitors, they initiated a joint boycott and would never employ anyone who worked for Groupon. To sum up why Groupon failed in China, it is safe to say that they did not know the internet regulations in China very well. They had a bad partnership with Tencent. They did not know the market really well. They entered the Chinese market way too slow. They employed the wrong managers for the Chinese market, and most important is that they were too arrogant and thought what worked in America has to work also in China. Let's see what strategy Groupon had in South Korea. But there's a legit question to be asked. Why would Groupon go to South Korea in the first place? South Korea has a very high internet penetration with 94%. 7 out of 10 South Koreans have a smartphone, and they are going to be the first country to have a 5G mobile broadband network. So the South Korean market should be a perfect fit for Groupon. But Groupon failed again. So there's a question to be asked, what did Groupon do wrong in South Korea? Groupon launched their South Korean website in 2011. Groupon bought a lot of smaller, already existing internet coupon companies in South Korea. The big problem Groupon had in South Korea is that they relied on their brand name to get new merchant business and new customers. Just like in China, Groupon attempted to steal rivals' employees by offering them the double of their current salary. The problem Groupon had in South Korea is that their website there was not a high technology website. Also, when they launched, over half of their merchant deals failed to be bought by customers. So Groupon had to face similar challenges, just like they did in the Chinese market. They also had bad management, they didn't know the market well enough, and they thought that the American way of their business would also work in South Korea. Challenges that were different in South Korea was their low quality website, that they bought other companies instead of partnering with them, and their product was just not bought in South Korea. In 2014, Groupon had to announce that they would sell all the assets of Groupon Korea. The last question of this video is, what is the internet penetration percentage in South Korea? Groupon did similar mistakes in the Chinese and South Korean market. Their assumption was that their product would just translate to those markets, and Groupon thought they could buy their way into China and South Korea. Their arrogant approach costed them their Groupon business in South Korea and resulted in a poor performance in China. And founder of Alibaba, Jack Ma, was right when he said,
And this is China. A lot of things happen in USA may not happen in China.